Now, I've had an idea. Is it a good idea? We'll find out. But it is an idea. Oh look, more iron guns. Alas, I do not have more, I do not have more leads on me. Please don't sink. I can't remember if they sink or not. I have a horrible feeling they sink. Oh no, they swim. I mean, somewhat. I think you can probably guess my plan. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully better than my boating skills. Come here, iron golems. I have plenty of creatures for you to kill. No, they're sinking. No. My plans have failed me. There's only one way to deal with this. And that is to let them sink. Alright, so the time-lapse finished as, well, I have run out of room in my inventory. And I have now cleared what I reckon to be about a third. Oh look, hello drowns. I don't really have the time for you. But yeah, I now have emptied out what I reckon is a third of that one of water. Which means up next is even more draining. Right, as it is now the spooky month of October, I have both decided to wear a Halloween skin, also known as I've just put a little dumb skeleton on here. But when I was messing around trying to get fresh animations to work, I accidentally created this. And this. So, for the month of October, my villagers and my iron golems will look like that. I don't know if this affected anything else, and I severely hope it has. But that being said, I now have a bunch of things that I want to get working for 119 when I inevitably, well, it'll probably be 120 when I inevitably update, but you know, I can hope. So, I'm now going to be blitzing out those drains, which means for Halloween this year, I'm giving myself a deadline that no one else will enforce on me. There is no real weight to this deadline, and that is the scariest thing of all. Because if I'm not careful, my brain will just ignore it. Oh yeah, I should probably put that back on. So with that, it's time to continue draining things. Fun. Now, you may be thinking, first things first, that's not the same cat as before. And secondly, that's even less drained than when I last saw this. And you'd be right. I messed up by accidentally doing something in here that was meant to be my creative test world. And because that's bad and, you know, a violation of what I meant to do in this world, being only survival except when I go in spectator mode for thumbnails and showing things. I went to my last backup, and I will say, it was even less than this. All I have done is manage to add up the dividing walls again, and, replace 2 bits of slime block in there, and find an entirely different spawned cat. I'm going to pause on the draining, mainly because I got so far. I was halfway down on this one, this section here, and now look where I am. Back to the beginning. I'm going netherite mining. Goodbye. Well, as you can see, I've done some more netherite hunting, so I now have a full block here. And what I have been doing, if you look over here, so I have a whole bunch of things ready for advancements. And I have a list of the items I'm going to need, and the uncompleted advancements, including admittedly ones like this, which are technically impossible. And I did hit a village with a lightning, as a lightning strike occurred while I was AFKing to let my nether wart grow, so I can continue making red nether bricks for the lighthouses. So that can now be removed. And I can, I think, there we go. X. And here we go. I now have a slightly more complete list. Obviously, I've been designed to do the beacon pyramid with emeralds from my currently spooky villagers. Sadly, my cleric in here did die. I think what happened is enough zombies spawned and killed it, and because it wasn't name tagged, it despawned while I wasn't looking, which is unfortunate. But I've decided that I don't really feel like fully spawn proofing this area, because I mainly go in here for the villagers and for brewing occasionally. I do obviously intend to update the maps up here every now and then, but in order for that to work properly, I do kind of need to take them to the area. So, for example, this one has not been updated, and if I take it out and look at it, I'd have to go over there to update it, and I can't really be bothered to do that at the moment. I'm going to wait till there's actual progress in this area before I do that, so that'll stay as it is. However, it is time to bite the bullet and continue with that. Although I have spawn-proofed all of the ice within this area. Obviously, that's not spawn-proofed. I can't reach it, unless I forget to turn the command back off again from going in the nether. But hey, other than that, this is all good. So, I should put these away while I'm not using them. I will leave it there for the, well, let's see how long this clip is. You'll either get a brief time-lapse of that, or I'll end it here. You never know, until I decide to put text on saying, spoilers, it ended here, or spoilers, it didn't. That's for future me to know. And current you, apparently. Then, well, I've now managed to get it to about where it was before I accidentally messed up the world, and it's looking pretty good. It's halfway, and this time I haven't fully emptied that because the slimes become an absolute nuisance, which is going to be great fun when I eventually have to dig this out. I did attempt to get my mic situation, functional, but hey, turns out my current setup does not like that idea at all, which is really quite inconvenient, but not much I can do about it. However, I will, however, continue training this And hopefully, by the next time, there will be an empty area. Well, no, there's going to be a layer of water at the bottom so that the slimes don't spawn for now. Haven't quite decided what I'll do about it. But hopefully, there will be a functional method to my madness. You know, just a functional one. So,